Everyone, I have finished Minecraft. Oh behold, let's go! I bring you this video to watch the credits. So, friends, subscribers, I bring you the outro of Minecraft. The credits of Minecraft. That does not matter if things will approach again. I like this player. He played well. He did not give up. It is reaching our thoughts as if there are words on the screen. That's how it chooses to imagine many things when it is deep in a dream of a game. Words may be a wonderful interface, very flexible, and less terrifying than staring at the reality behind the screen. There you see your voices, before players could read. Back in the days when those did not call the players witches and warlocks, and players dreamed they flew through the air on sticks powered by demons. What did this player dream? This player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed it created, it dreamed it destroyed, it dreamed it hunted and was hunted. It dreamed of shelter. Ha! The original interface a million years ago, and it still works. But what true structure did this player create? What it is in the reality behind the screen. It worked with a million others. Scope it true in the full and create a It cannot read that font. No, it has achieved the higher level that has must achieve the long dream of life, that short dream of game. Does it know that we love it? That the universe is kind? Sometimes, though, the noise of its thoughts is here the universe, yes. But there is times that it is sad. In the long dream, it creates the world that has no summer, and it shivers under a black sun, and it takes this sad creation for reality. To care of its sorrow would destroy it. Sorrow is part of its own private task, we do not interfere. Sometimes when you look there in the deep, I want to tell them they are the building of true world and reality. Sometimes I want to tell them of their importance to the universe. Sometimes, when they are not made a true connection in the wow, I want to help them speak the word fear and read their thoughts. Sometimes I do not care. Sometimes I wish to tell them this world you take for truth is merely and I wish you could tell them that they see so little to reality is their dream, and yet they play the game. It would be so easy to tell them, too strong for this dream, to tell them how to live, to prevent them from living. I will not tell the player how to live. The player is growing restless. I don't play growing, we're restless. Come on. I will tell the player a story. But not the truth. Yes, I can't know the truth. Fine. No. A story that contains the truth safely in a cage of words. Not the naked truth that can burn over any distance. Give it a body again. Give it a body again. Yes, player. Use its name. Use its name. Temperature 00. Player of the games. Good. Huh, yeah. Take a breath now. Take another. Feel the air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes! Move your fingers. Have a body again. Under gravity. In the air. Respawn in a long dream. There you are, your body touching the universe again at every point. As far as we separate things, as far as we are separating things. Who are we? What's your cult spirit of the mountain? Lover sun, lover moon, ancestral slaves, animal spirits, jinn, ghosts, the alien, the green man, gods, demons, angels, Portuguese, aliens, extraterrestrials, Neptunes, Gardics. The words change. We do not change. We are the universe. We are everything your thing is in you. You take that look. You are looking at us through your skin and your eyes, and why the universe touch your skin and throw you light on you. To see you, player, to know you are a dream. I shall tell you something. Once upon a time, there is a player. The player was you, Captain Jersey. Sometimes The thought of was human on the fingers of spinning globe of molten rock. The player of the molten rock circled a ball with poison gases that were 330,000 times more massive than it. They were so far apart that the light took 8 minutes to cross the gap. The light was information from a star. It could burn your skin away from 150 million kilometers away. Sometimes the player would dream it was minor on the surface of the world that was flat and infinite. The sun was square white. The days were short, there was much to do, and death was temporary and inconvenience. Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost and short. Sometimes the player dreamed it was other things, in other places. Some of these dreams were disturbing, other times they were very beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player woke from one dream to another, from into a third. Sometimes the player dreamed it was words on the screen. Let's go back. The arms of the player were scattered in the grass, in the river, in the air, in the ground. A woman gathered the arms. She drank and ate and inhaled, and the limits of the player in her body. And the player awoke from the warm, dark robe of its mother's body in a long dream. And the player was a new story, never told before, when the rise of DNA. And the player was a new program, never run before, generated by a source code by a billion years old. And the player was a new human, never alive before, made from nothing but milk and love. We are that player, that story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love. Let's go further back. 7 billion atoms of the player body were created long before this game in a hard star. So the player too, in information from a star, and the player moved to the story, which is called the information player by a man called Julian, a flat, infinite world created by a man named called Marcus, that exists to a small private world that had seen the player who is universe created. Shush! Sometimes the player created a small private world that was soft and warm and simple, sometimes hard and cold and complicated. Sometimes they build a model of the universe in its head, flux of energy from sometimes call those flux electron protons. Sometimes they call planets and stars. Sometimes the universe was made of its energy that made offs, anons, zeros and ones, lines of code. Sometimes they believed the player of the game. Sometimes they believed it was reading words on the screen. You're not a player reading words. Shush! The player reading lines of code on the screen. Code them into your world. Scripted to decode the meaning of feelings, emotion, feelings, ideas. The player started to breathe faster and deeper and makes how it's alive. It's alive, and those causes of death are not real. You are alive. And sometimes the player believed that the universe had spoken to it through the sunlight that came from the suffering message. And sometimes the player believed that the universe had spoken to it through the lights that fell from the cliffs in the night and winter. There was a flick of light in the corner of the player's eye that made it start a million times as massive as the sun, blowing its planets to plasma in order to be visible, blowing its planets, walking home at the far side of the moon in the universe, showing almost flowing doorbells. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it for zeros and ones, for the electricity in the world, for the scrolling for words on the screen of it, and you dream. And the universe said, I loved you. And the universe said that you have played the game well. And the universe said you are everything you need is within you. And the universe said you are stronger than you know. And the universe said you are daylight. And the universe said you are night. And the universe said the darkness you fight is within you. And the darkness said the light you seek is within you. And the universe said you are not alone. And the universe said you are not separated from every other thing. And the universe said you are the universe tasting itself, talking to itself, reading its own code. And the universe said, I love you because you are love. And the game was over, and the player woke up from the dream, and the player began a new dream, and the player dreamed again, dreamed better, and then the player was the universe, and the player was love. You were that player. Wake up!